Well, one second though. However, we did review of what DPS officers arrived on the scene, what they did, and looked at those instances.
You know the parents of the children who died are watching right now, and they're hearing you say that not everything that could possibly have been done as humanly fast as it could be done was done. Are they owed an apology from somebody, the incident commander and the police department here?
If I thought it would help, I'd apologize. But let me say this. Hey, let me say this.
Hold on.
And when you go back to the timeline, again, I want to go back, and I'm not defending anything, but you go back to the timeline, there was a barrage, hundreds of rounds were pumped in 4 minutes, okay, into those two classrooms. Then anything else, any firing afterwards was sporadic, and it was at the door. So the belief is that there may not be anybody living anymore, and that the subject is now trying to keep law enforcement at bay or entice them to come in to suicide by contact. I understand it. I've reported that.
Don't yell over your colleagues, please.
Jack Morpeth from the New York Post. Can I ask two questions? First of all, exactly how is the government barricaded in the room with it? Is this a simple matter of him locking the door behind him? And secondly, why all 1,657 rounds away without
Well, I'll answer the first one, but the why on the second one I don't have. The first one, that each door can lock from the inside, and both doors were locked, okay, from the inside. So the subject, when he went in, he locked the door. He came out one time into the hallway, went back in and locked the door, because at the time that the officers went in, both doors were locked. They got a key from the janitor and used it.
You said the first call came in inside the classroom at 12:03 and you breached it at 12:51. How many students died in those 48 minutes?
I don't have that answer. We're looking at it right now.
Hold on. Good.
Why wasn't this whole place on lockdown? Two, while this may be the most unpopular question here today, what is on your heart? How are you
Yeah, thanks a lot. You know, forget how I'm doing. What about the parents of those children? You forget about me. Not me or officers and stuff like that. We take an oath to uphold the law and protect people. And anytime something tragic like that, we want to know why it happened and if we can do better next time, is the bottom line. And call it like it is. It is tragic. Quite frankly, I mean, there shouldn't be anybody. You know, ideally, we've been able to identify this guy as a suspect and address it before he even thought about attacking, you know, on the 24th.
Was he afraid?
Go ahead. Over here.
There's a lot of ammunition, a lot of rounds. Are there other people that you're looking at to arrest? That 8 of them.
And we're looking at other people. Absolutely. Anybody who's been in contact, we're looking at anything. And links to associations. You know, people that may have known something, and will continue, and may have been involved in some chat room gaming along with them. So there's nobody that we're not going to talk to and look at. And it's certain, I can assure you that the district attorney is very proactive and very concerned about this, and that if any evidence that we bring to her that someone was an accomplice or an enabler or didn't do what they should have done, if it's in violation of the law and it meets the probable cause standards, I have no doubt that she'll take care of business just like she did back in 2018 when we had 2 juveniles plot a capital murder at the school.
So you had 911 calls at 12:10, 12:13,
Yes.
12:16. The shooter wasn't killed until 12:50. Did any of those 911 callers survive?
Yes. I can't tell you that with certainty, but more than one survived.
How many children got
Sorry, what?
Could you give us an update on the number of officers, interned, their condition, where they are now, and also were there any windows in the classroom?
Yes, windows at the, I'll go backwards, right over here, I'll move over here. Something shot into these windows right here as he approached the door. Right? So the children were vulnerable all the time going through. We don't have any reporting of any of the children maybe injured but not dead when he shot in this particular area. Right? As to the answer in terms of someone could have shot opposite in that regard, I don't have the answer to that, quite frankly. But we're looking at a number of different things from ballistics and things like that that you can do. Keep in mind, we've got children, okay, in here. Come back to the light. We've got children in here. Oh, yeah. Okay. And we're looking at this from a tactical standpoint and everything in terms of looking backwards, okay? And certainly one of the things is, what was the access at 111 and 112 in that regard? And also, you know, there's other access points as well. Hold on. Let me say one thing. One thing I didn't point out, okay, is that when we've got him going into these rooms, right here is a Jack and Jill restroom between. So not unlike Santa Fe, the classrooms are separated, but they're really connected. So you can move back and forth between those two classrooms.